Namaste to one and all. It is indeed our pleasure to cherish our beloved Sri C. Rajgopalachari's ever-inspiring and ideal life story on the occasion of his birth anniversary. You might have heard the word Punya Bhumi. Our country is referred as Punya Bhumi because many great and noble people had taken birth on this sacred land. Rajaji is one among them. Peace and pleasure everywhere in the world is possible if it is drenched in an ocean of positivity. These positive vibrations are actually most precious. His life and his works are precious treasure. In an attempt to share this treasure with you, we are all celebrating his birthday. And due to pandemic, we are celebrating the program virtually. Gandhiji, referring to Rajaji, said, "Rajaji, keeper of my conscience, is no less a votary of truth and non-violence than I." Our founder father Munshiji is closely associated with Gandhiji and Rajaji. With the blessings and suggestions of such men, Munshiji started Bharati Vidya Bhavan. How fortunate we are to have these noble men as pillars of strength in the foundation of our institution. It is their noble vision that we seek to further our actions today. Rajaji's insights, his courage, his farsightedness, and his patriotism were of such a high order that one is left breathless thinking about them. My heart, head, and hands bowed at his towering personality with profound reverence. Rajaji said, "In the evening of my busy life, during a great eventful period of Indian history, the writing of these two books, wherein I have retold the Mahabharata and Ramayana, is, in my opinion, the best service I have rendered to my people." His analytical statements in each chapter teach many valuable lessons in life. Dear Bhavanites, let us all offer our heartfelt tributes to Rajaji today by understanding and adopting the wonderful golden virtues he demonstrated. We begin today's program with Bhavan's prayer.
Prayer or worship is considered to be an integral part of any religion. Therefore, it is only fit to start each event with a prayer. The students of Bhavans shall now start the program with the school prayer.
ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जिताः मा घृतः कस्य स्विद्धनम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुदः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थितगतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यशान्तं न विदुर्सुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहार द्रवळा या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्द्रायतपत्रनेत्रा येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा प्रज्वालितोऽभ्यानमयो प्रदीपा व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
We shall now start the program with traditional lamp lighting. I now request Sri S. Gopalakrishnan Sir, Vice Chairman, Bhavan's Hyderabad Kendra, to light the auspicious lamp and offer floral tributes. I also request Srimati C. Ramadevi Ma'am, Director, Academics, Sri T. N. Krishnan Sir, Registrar, to join in lighting the lamp. Our Vice Chairman Sir, Sri S. Gopalakrishnan, joined Bhavans in the year 1998. Since then, we have sought his guidance for the growth of the institution. Sir encourages us to give our best at everything we do and guides us to be a good human no matter what. We all look forward to hearing from you, sir. I humbly request you to address the gathering.
Namaste to you all. The birth anniversary of Chakravarti Rajagopalachari, popularly known as Rajaji, is being celebrated on 10th December virtually due to the prevailing pandemic situation. He is a distinguished founder, member of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. He is an outstanding politician, statesman, administrator, historian, writer, and speaker of the 20th century. He is well known for his versatile learning, talent, and encyclopedic range of knowledge. His entire life depicts the principles and greatness of simple living and high thinking. He was born in Thorapalli village, Tamil Nadu, on 10th December 1878. After his initial schooling in Hosur Talik in Tamil Nadu, he graduated from Central College, Bangalore, securing 100 out of 100 in English. Later on, he obtained a law degree from Presidency College, Chennai, and started practicing criminal law in Salem. He became the chairperson of Salem Municipality in 1917, and his interactions with Gandhiji motivated him to get involved in the nation's struggle for independence. His relationship with Gandhiji grew stronger and stronger as days passed on, and Gandhiji called him as his conscience keeper. In fact, Gandhiji craved for the approval of Rajaji for what all he was doing and thinking. Gandhiji said in his own words, within quote, "I cannot always succeed in getting it, but I crave for your verdict." There was meteoric rise in his political career and public life. He participated in many agitations against Rowlatt's Act, civil disobedience movement, non-cooperation movements, salt satyagraha, etc. And for all these activities, he was jailed 5 times. His contributions during his political career and public life are landmark events in the social and political history of India. His participation in the debates of the Constituent Assembly of India, his contributions as Governor of Bengal, Governor General of India from 1948 to 1950, Chief Minister of Madras from 1952 to 1954, his critical response by providing powerful opposition as the founder member of the Swatantra Party to Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's policies, the unique and inimitable style of his speeches and writings as a prolific speaker and prolific writer, encompassing the entire gamut of the social, economic, political, technological, and spiritual arena of human life, leave an indelible mark in the pages of Indian history. Well known for simple living and high thinking, his activities transcended all barriers of caste, creed, community, and religion. His empathy for the underprivileged and the downtrodden, his efforts to abolish untouchability were the unmistakable signs of his secular humanism. This is therefore no surprise that he was the first Indian to receive Bharat Ratna Award in 1954. He received many other prestigious awards such as Sahitya Akademi Award. He lived a long life and died at the age of 94 on 25th December 1972. His long life was due to his continuous selfless service to society without any idle period, self-imposed discipline, simple living, and adherence to rich traditions of our cultural heritage. 10th December is also declared as Human Rights Day. Students should be taught to value and appreciate diversity and stand up for human dignity everywhere. Students should learn about and be inspired by the work of famous humanitarians. Rajaji's life and teachings illustrate many lessons to be learned and practiced by every Bhavanite. Thank you.
Shri Rajagopalachari's reflection on Bhaj Govindam will now be presented by Bhavan's student, followed by the same bhajan, Bhaj Govindam.
Adi Shankaracharya wrote a number of Vedantic works for imparting knowledge of the self and the universal spirit. He also composed a number of hymns to foster bhakti in the hearts of men. One of these hymns is the famous Bhaja Govindam. The way of devotion is not different from the way of knowledge or jnana. When intelligence matures and lodges securely in the mind, it becomes wisdom. When wisdom is integrated with life and issues out in action, it becomes bhakti. Knowledge, when it becomes fully mature, is bhakti. If it does not get transformed into bhakti, such knowledge is useless tinsel. To believe that jnana and bhakti, knowledge and devotion, are different from each other is ignorance. If Sri Adi Shankara himself, who drank the ocean of jnana as easily as one sips water from the palm of one's hand, sang in his later years hymns to develop devotion, it is enough to show that jnana and bhakti are one and the same. Sri Shankara has packed into the Bhaja Govindam song the substance of all Vedanta and set the oneness of jnana and bhakti to melodious music.
स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतार वरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते। भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते।
सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति दुःखं करणे। नहि नहि रक्षति दुःखं करणे।
भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते। भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते। मूढजहि धनागमतृष्णा मूढजहि धनागमतृष्णा कुरु सद्बुद्धिं मनसि वितृष्णां कुरु सद्बुद्धिं मनसि वितृष्णां यल्लभसे निज कर्मोपातं यल्लभसे निज कर्मोपातं वित्तं तेन विनोदय चित्तं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते।
यावद्वीतोपार्जनशक्तः स्थावन्निज परिवारो रक्तः यावद्वीतोपार्जनशक्तः स्थावन्निज परिवारो रक्तः पश्चाज्जीवति जर्जरदेहे पश्चाज्जीवति जर्जरदेहे मार्दं कोऽपि न पृच्छति गेहे मार्दं कोऽपि न पृच्छति गेहे। भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते।
मा कुरु धनजन यौवन गर्वं हरति निमेषात् काला सर्वं। मा कुरु धनजन यौवन गर्वं हरति निमेषात् काला सर्वं। मायामयमिदम् अखिलं हित्वा मायामयमिदम् अखिलं हित्वा ब्रह्मपदं त्वं प्रविश विदित्वा ब्रह्मपदं त्वं प्रविश विदित्वा। भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते। सुरमन्दिरतरुमूलनिवासः शय्याभूतलम् अजिनं वासः। सुरमन्दिरतरुमूलनिवासः शय्याभूतलम् अजिनं वासः। सर्वपरिग्रह भोगत्यागः सर्वपरिग्रह भोगत्यागः कस्य सुखं न करोति विरागः कस्य सुखं न करोति विरागः भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते भगवद्गीता तिञ्चितधीता भगवद्गीता तिञ्चितधीता गङ्गाजललव कर्णिका पीता भगवद्गीता तिञ्चितधीता गङ्गाजललव कर्णिका पीता सकृदपियेन मुरारी सकृदपियेन मुरारी सामर्चय सकृदपियेन मुरारी सामर्चय दिनते सत्यरमेव वचर्च दिनते तस्य यमेन न चर्च भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते
पुनरपि जननम् पुनरपि जननं पुनरपि मरणं पुनरपि जननं पुनरपि मरणं पुनरपि जननी जठरे शयनं पुनरपि जननी जठरे शयनम् इह संसारे बहुदुःसारे इह संसारे बहुदुःसारे कृपया पारे पाहि मुरारे कृपया पारे पाहि मुरारे भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते
गेयं गीता नाम सहस्रं ध्येयं श्रीपतिरूपमजस्रं गेयं गीता नाम सहस्रं ध्येयं श्रीपतिरूपमजस्रं नेयं सजना संगे चित्तं नेयं सजना संगे चित्तं देयं दीनजनाय च वित्तं देयं दीनजनाय च वित्तं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते अर्थमनर्थं भावय नित्यं नास्ति तथा सुखलेश सत्यम् अर्थमनर्थं भावय नित्यं नास्ति तथा सुखलेश सत्यम् पुत्रादपि धनभाजामीतिः पुत्रादपि धनभाजामीतिः सर्वत्रैष विहितनीतिः सर्वत्रैष विहितनीतिः भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते
गुरुचरणाम्बुज निर्भरभक्तः संसार दचिरात् भवमुक्तः गुरुचरणाम्बुज निर्भरभक्तः संसार दचिरात् भवमुक्तः सेन्द्रियमानस नियमादेवं सेन्द्रियमानस नियमादेवं द्रक्ष्यसि निज हृदयस्थं देवं द्रक्ष्यसि निज हृदयस्थं देवं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते.
Namaste. Do not demand love. Begin to love and you will be loved, said Chakravarti Rajagopalachari ji, who was a lawyer, a statesman, an author and much more. Now let us welcome Ashrita Shaga of 10th B from Bhavans Vidyashram NIRD to speak on the topic Life and Teachings of Chakravarti Rajagopalachari ji. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anand. Namaste. Today I have decided to speak about the one who's often referred to as India's wisest or Gandhi's conscience keeper. It is Chakravarti Rajagopalachari, who otherwise is lovingly referred to as Rajaji. Among the leaders in the front ranks of freedom movements and those counted as the makers of modern India, perhaps Rajaji is the man most forgotten. He was born in the village Thorapalli in the Krishna Nagari district of Tamil Nadu, which earlier was referred to as the Madras Presidency. He graduated from Central College at Bangalore and completed his degree at Presidency College in Madras. In 1900, he started a legal procedure that later turned out to be very popular. He then entered politics and joined the Indian National Congress and started participating in the political activities of that time. In short, Chakravarti Rajagopalachari was an Indian politician, social activist, writer, lawyer, music composer, historian and statesman. He was the first and last Governor General of India, meaning he was the only Indian Governor General of India. He opposed the use of nuclear power and voiced to support world peace. He acquired the name Mango of Krishna Nagari for his sweet and kind nature. He received India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna Award. He was an accomplished writer in both Tamil and English. He was also the founder of the Salem Literary Society and regularly used to participate in its meetings. He was also credited to have coined the terms permits, license, and kotaraj. Apart from his literacy works, he also composed a song in the Carnatic music called as Kurai Ondrum Illai, which literally means that there are no weaknesses. He was the man who refused to write an autobiography on the grounds that one cannot help but show oneself in a good light. He once said, "I am small. My smallness is my strength. It is the fortress in which I live." Although these might be a few words on paper, these do speak a great deal about his wonderful personality. Comparing his life with a matchstick, he described his smallness as his strength and argued that one must realize the insignificance of one's own life in the vastness of space. He is the one true inspiration. And although to some he might be a forgotten hero, he will never stop being a hero for the rest of us. Thank you.
Kurai Ondrum Illai is a Tamil song written by Sri Chakravarti Rajagopalachari. This composition is one of its kind in the sense that the author does not elicit any favor from God, but only maintains that he has no regrets or dissatisfaction about anything in life. In this song, he regards both Lord Vishnu and his incarnation Lord Krishna to be one and the same, and uses the names interchangeably. The song comprises 3 stanzas, each set in 3 different ragas. The song is opened in raga Sivaranjani, followed by Kapi and Sindhu Bhairavi. Sneha and Sapna of class 10 from Bhavans Vidyashram present this song for you.
Kurai Ondrum Illai, Varai ಮಣಿವಣ್ಣ ಮಲಯಪ್ಪ ಗೋವಿಂದ 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 ಗೋವಿಂದ.
Namaste. Today we are going to speak about the very great Sri Chakravarti Rajagopalachari or Rajaji, who played a vital role in initiating the Indian system of education along with Gandhiji and Munshiji long before the Indian independence. He was the first Governor General of India. Rajaji worked as a leader in Indian National Congress, Premier of Madras Presidency, Governor of West Bengal, Minister for Home Affairs of the Indian Union and the Chief Minister of Madras State. He founded the Swatantra Party and was the first recipient of Bharat Ratna. Let us now watch what Gandhiji, Rajaji and Munshiji felt about the whole educational system of India. Thank you.
Namaste Gandhiji.
Namaste Rajaji. Please sit.
Gandhiji, why do you look so worried? Is something bothering you? Please share with me.
We are known for our culture and tradition. Yoga, Ayurveda, our mathematicians. Indian architecture makes us well with pride. We have always taught our generations to be kind, forgiving, respectful and tolerant. But this British culture is teaching our children to become disobedient, have unnecessary freedom and excessive usage of alcohol, which is jeopardizing our uniqueness. I am really concerned about this younger generation who are forgetting that the sole aim of education is to develop individual thinking and become empathetic human beings. We are forgetting that Indians are diverse but are united. The system of education presented by Macaulay breaks the very backbone of our system, as it highlights Western culture, which makes our children laugh at our own system and lose faith in ourselves. We take pride eating food with hands for a reason. We prefer children drinking cow's milk instead of tea or coffee. We squat on floor to eat food, which is also good for digestion. To name a few, all these we may lose if we do not introduce our own systems to our children.
Very true, Gandhiji. I'm going to meet Munshiji shortly. I'm going to discuss with him about our opinion. I'll take your leave now, Gandhiji. Thank you, Gandhiji.
Namaste.
Namaste Rajaji.
Namaste, Munshiji.
I'm very happy to meet you today, but I also feel you're disturbed. What is troubling you, Rajaji?
Munshiji, I'm very much concerned about the Indian youth who's losing respect for our own system and are showing a bent of mind towards westernization.
You have shared my thoughts, Rajaji. When I heard Gandhiji's views, even I was of the same opinion. We should have an education system for our young India which will preserve and propagate Bharatiya Sanskriti and also inculcate ethical and spiritual values to cater the varied and vibrant culture to the changing needs of the present world. I propose to form an educational trust called Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, which will be the fusion and synthesis of basic ideals of our nation. We must make every effort in restoring an awareness of these values, Satyam, Shivam and Sundaram, truth, love and beauty in personal and collective life.
This is a brilliant idea, Munshiji. This initiative will definitely make Gandhiji's and my dreams come true. You are a true friend who is capable of fulfilling our heartfelt desire. It is our responsibility to teach our generation to understand our rich heritage and retain it for the further generations to come.
With Mahatma's and your blessings, we'll start this institution soon.
Thank you, Munshiji.
Thank you, Rajaji.
May I now request Shri T.N. Krishnan Sir, Registrar, to present the vote of thanks.
Namaste to one and all. Respected Vice Chairman Sri S. Gopalakrishnan Ji, Director Academics, Madam Srimati C. Ramadevi Garu, teaching, non-teaching staff of Bhavan Schools, my colleagues in Hyderabad Kendra. It gives me immense pleasure to propose vote of thanks on the occasion of birth anniversary celebration of Chakravarti Rajagopalachari. On behalf of Bharati Vidyan Hyderabad Kendra and on my personal behalf, extend our sincere gratitude to Sri S. Gopalakrishnan Ji, our Vice Chairman, for inaugurating the birth anniversary celebration of Rajagopalachari Ji. I also extend our sincere gratitude to Madam Srimati C. Ramadevi Garu, Director Academics, for her valuable support in arranging this function. Thanks are due to the teaching and non-teaching staff and students of Bharatiya Vidyavan schools in Hyderabad. I will be failing in my duty if I do not thank my colleagues in Hyderabad Kendra for their support in organizing this function. Thank you all.